This is probably one of the most anticipated 4 stars for a very long time, because Lynx is going to be fulfilling a role that a lot of people need for their second team of Memory Chaos, or just overall just need a second sustain unit in their team. Lynx is going to be basically taking the role of Natasha, because they both have very similar kits in all honesty. So if you already have that second sustain unit, well, Natasha might be kicking the dust when it comes to her being on your team. But today we're going to be talking about Lynx, very quickly what she does, because we've already talked about that to death, but mainly what she needs to be ready on day 1. So basically the light cones, the relics, and the teammates that you end up wanting to have when it comes to having Lynx on your team. So today we're going to be talking about all that in this video. Before we get on with the rest of the video, make sure to like, sub, and all that type of stuff. I very much appreciate the support, and also make sure to leave a comment on what you think about Lynx, how excited you are about Lynx, because I know a lot of people are super excited for her just because there is so much potential and so much value when it comes to pulling her on your account. So let's go ahead and start with the rest of this video. So for what Lynx does, very quickly, her skill is going to be, like I said, very similar to Natasha. She's going to be able to do a single target heal, and with that single target heal, she has some added benefits and some specific benefits. For one of the benefits that we know so far officially through the stream, she is going to be increasing your max HP by a certain amount, and then not only that, if you do have a destruction or preservation character that is receiving this heal, they're going to have a higher taunt when it comes to them being healed by your Lynx. So this is actually very good for a lot of the characters in the game that want to get hit. So specifically for players that have Blade and Clara, you're going to be able to benefit from this a lot, and especially with that increase of max HP, Clara and Blade again can benefit this from a lot. Blade is going to have a lot more HP, so that's going to give him a lot more damage, and not only that, Clara is going to be able to take more hits because she's not only getting healed, but she's also able to get more HP to make sure she doesn't die immediately, because she is going to be taking a good amount of hits from her ult, and not only that, also from Lynx's taunt. So these are some really good things to have for a lot of the characters that are in the preservation and destruction path. Lynx can only go up in potential in all honesty with what she can do with these paths, and it's really nice to see that we're getting something unique in regards to buffs for specific things. So I can't wait to see what more we get from Hoyoverse. But now to talk about the ultimate, this is probably one of the most exciting things when it comes to a character, and especially a healer at that, because with this ultimate, it is going to have the panic heal, which is everyone's favorite, where you use your ultimate and you immediately heal everyone on the team. And not only that, you are also going to be able to dispel 1 debuff from all allies at the same time. So this is not a single target cleanse like Natasha through her skill. This is going to be a full team debuff, and especially with modes like MOC or even Simulated Universe or any other modes that give a lot of debuffs, and especially to multiple characters, this is going to be a very good thing to have on your team. Now, not only that, when you do end up using your skill or ultimate, you are going to have continuous healing. So she basically, like I said, has a lot of in common when it comes to Natasha, but Natasha's heal, if I'm not wrong, is only from her skill when it comes to continuous healing, while Lynx is going to have it on both of them. So this is going to be very nice. Natasha, you might want to get the rest of your value while you can, because yeah, a lot of people are going to be throwing you to the bench. But not only that, what we're going to be talking about, we're going to need to talk about the light cones, because light cones are very important. And the good thing with abundance light cones is that there are a lot of really good ones in all honesty, and a lot of really good ones that are going to end up syncing very well with Lynx's kit. One of the ones that are very great, and I think this one's going to be really good for them, is going to be post-op conversation. And this, again, funny enough, is going to be Natasha's signature light cone, which is going to be increase the wearer's energy regeneration rate by 8% and increase the outgoing healing when they use their ultimate by 12%. This is a very good light cone for Lynx, not only because you're going to get that energy regeneration rate, which is going to end up giving you more ultimate, and when you do get your ultimate, you're going to be able to heal a lot more because you're going to get that outgoing healing buff, which is absolutely amazing to have all of this synced together. This is a really good light cone. Like I said, there is a lot of really good abundance ones when it comes to this path. It's funny how all of them are just really nice. The shared feeling has increased outgoing healing by 10%, and when using your skill, regenerate 2 energy for all allies. Now that is minuscule, but this ends up being really nice to have over time, because you're going to be able to help people get their ultimate a little bit quicker, and overall that's just a really nice light cone. Perfect timing can be really cool with a relic set in specific, which is going to be Broken Keel, because you are going to be getting increased the wearer's effect res by 16% and increased outgoing healing by amount equal to 33% of your effect res. Outgoing healing can be increased up to 50%. So this goes very well if you're looking to use Broken Keel on Lynx, which is going to be really good for your team overall. This is just going to give everyone more crit damage, and not only that, having effect res on Lynx is going to be really nice. It's going to allow you to not get debuffed, so that when your team does get debuffed, you're going to be able to cleanse them with your ultimate. So this is overall just going to be a really good one, nice to have. Now we do have a free to play one as well, which is Quid Pro Quo, which you can get from your MOC store, if I'm not wrong. And at the start of the wearer's turn, regenerate 8 energy for a randomly chosen ally, excluding the wearer, whose current energy is lower than 50%. Now, this is not a must, and it's probably the worst one I've said so far because it's not going to really benefit you in getting your heals out a lot quicker, but this can get your allies their ultimate quicker, which is going to allow them to do more damage, more buffs, so this can be a nice light cone, plus it's free. And then we have the Battle Pass light cone. Increase the wearer's max HP by 16%. When using basic attack or skill, restore all allies HP to amount equal to 2% of their respective max health. So using your skill, you're just going to be basically giving them a bump of HP. Now, Quid Pro Quo and Worth Shoten's Core Knights, these are not going to be the best light cones in all honesty. I do think Perfect Timing, Shared Feeling, and Post-Up Conversation are going to be by far your best light cones to use on Lynx. And the 5-star ones, the only one I can really recommend is going to be Bailu's, just because Echoes of the Coffin is very specific to Luocha, and is going to be giving them stats that aren't really what I guess you could say Lynx would want, just because she's a healer. So most likely she's going to want HP for the most part, because a lot of her kit is ripped off Natasha's, so you are going to really just want to give her like what Natasha would have. And then the Bailu one is going to be increase the wearer's max HP by 18% and then outgoing healing by 12%. When the wearer heals allies, record the amount of outgoing healing. Well, basically, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. You basically buff the damage of your ally whenever you heal them by a certain amount. So you're going to get that max HP buff, and then you're going to get the outgoing healing buff, which is absolutely amazing for Lynx. And then you're going to give them a little bit of a damage buff based on how much you healed them. So these overall are going to be very great light cones. Like I said, Abundance has a lot of really good ones in all honesty. Post-up Conversations by far what I would recommend the most. And then after that, Perfect Timing would be really nice if you're going to be rocking Broken Keel. And then Time Waits for No One, which is Bailu's signature, is going to be overall just a really nice one as well for Lynx. Now, going on with the relic sets, this is something that a lot of people want to know, and there is a lot of combos that you could possibly run with this. Of course, the go-to is going to be the healer set 4-piece. Increase outgoing healing by 10%. At the beginning of the battle, immediately recover 1 skill point for the 4-piece. Now, this is really nice. Now, the only reason I wouldn't recommend full healer set is just because we have so many skill point positive characters in this game. You really don't need the 4-piece at this point. So that 1 extra skill point that you get at the beginning of the battle, you're kind of wasting it as soon as you finish, I guess you could say, start the fight. So it's not going to be the best thing in the world. So you would rather want to get another 2-piece to be able to give you an infinite buff, I guess you could say, instead of having your 4-piece already end at the start of the battle. So what we can do is, instead of going 4-piece of the healer set, which is going to be 2-piece of outgoing healing, why don't we mix that up and give some other things? We could do Longevity's Disciple when she does hopefully scale off HP, which most likely, because they kind of announced Luocha as scaling off of attack in the stream. So I would assume they would have done the same thing if Lynx had the same thing. So max HP would be nice with Longevity's Disciple, making you heal a little bit more. Hackerspace would be really nice. It would give you more speed, allowing her to get more skill points for your team, and also being able to pop heals more often if you need so. This would be really nice to have with the healer set. These are some really good ones to have when it comes to the absolute utility that you can have from mixing these relics up, just because that 4-piece of the healer set isn't going to be the absolute best. You're going to lose that effect as soon as the battle starts, while you can end up having more speed or more max HP, depending if you use Hackerspace or the Longevity's Disciple. And then when it comes to the planar ornaments, again, you do have 2 different things you could use, which would be Broken Keel and Fleet of the Ageless. Now, Fleet of the Ageless would be the more, I guess you could say, universal one, where you could use it with any relic set, which is going to give you max HP, which is in turn going to give you a little bit more heals. And then not only that, you are also going to be able to give all your allies an attack increase, which who wouldn't want that? Now, if you're going to be rocking the Luocha 4-star signature, you are going to want to use Broken Keel, because you are going to be getting that effect res buff, where when the wearer's effect res is 30% or higher, all allies crit damage increases by 10%. This is overall just a really good buff for DPSs and a really good planar ornament set. So if you're going to be rocking Luocha's 4-star signature, use Broken Keel. If you're using any other light cone, Fleet of the Ages might be a little bit better for you. And then not only that, the characters that of course are going to work the best with Lynx is going to be Clara and Blade by far. I'm pretty sure we're going to get more characters down the line when it comes to being able to use their passive a little bit more, but all the tanks in the game kind of already have like taunt effect onto them. So Clara with her ult, and not only that, when she doesn't have her ult, she's going to be able to have Lynx to give her taunt. Blade, if he gets taunt, he's just going to get infinite, and I mean infinite follow attacks, which is going to look absolutely amazing. Can't wait to test that out. But that's pretty much it for this video. There's a lot of really nice light cones that you can use for Bailu. I do recommend, again, like I said, which Post-Op Conversation or Perfect Timing. And then if you do have Bailu's signature light cone, go for that one. If you're going to be using the perfect timing, go for Broken Keel. If you're using anything else, go for Fleet of the Ageless. So other than that, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is going to be absolutely amazing when she comes out. Hopefully everyone gets her in one multi, one single, so that everyone can use her, because she is going to add so much value to your account. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. See you on the next one, and peace.